hear me if I leave my mask on? Or you want me to take the mask off? Linz, what's your direction on mask? Whoa!
Oh, sorry, Erin. Hold on, I'm just turning
Should
the
I leave
volume
my
on this
mask
up.
on?
If you want to, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. Can you talk into there?
I'll talk into that. Can you hear me okay? Okay. God love you guys for being out here in the snow with us. Thank you. I'll speak first, and then Tony Milner, who is our hand policy coordinator with community and neighborhoods, will speak next, followed by Sahil Oberoi, who is the director of housing for Utah Community Action. And I promise we won't go too long, so you can get back onto shelter. Right now, this very minute, there are members of our community who are struggling to make ends meet and don't know how they will pay their rent or their mortgage next month. We're nearing the end of what has been a very long and trying year for many Salt Lakers. We're all waiting to hear from Congress on a bill that could help to keep food in the fridge and to keep roofs over people's heads. And I want our residents to know that I've been advocating for the passage of that bill with our representatives in Washington. But as we wait to see if Congress will do something, we will not wait to act here in Salt Lake City Hall. I am happy to announce that for Salt Lake City residents, there are additional monies and there is funding available to you from your local government for rent and mortgage. Today we have over $1 million available in city rental assistance. This is grant funding. It's not a loan that has to be repaid, and it can be used to pay for your current rent or past rent. It's available to renters in Salt Lake City regardless of your documentation status, and you can apply for this assistance even if you are not eligible for the federal stimulus dollars. Our partners at Utah Community Action are ready to take your phone call and to help you apply for this funding. And if you're facing eviction, there are also resources for you. Contact People's Legal Aid immediately. Making sure that Salt Lake City residents keep a roof over their heads this winter and throughout this pandemic is a top priority of my office. And we're committed to dedicating as many resources and as much funding as we can to ensure that this happens. I'll turn the time over to Tony Milner. I kept my on. They said they could hear us.
So hello everyone, my name is Tony Milner. I'm with the Housing and Neighborhood Development Office here at the city. So I'm glad that the mayor is here to kind of underscore that these funds are available. Both the mayor and the council have made it very clear that housing stability is a high priority for the city. Obviously the weather right now, all experts related to how to prevent the spread of COVID stress the importance of being able to quarantine properly. That's why housing stability is so important right now, to either keep people in their current housing or to basically, if they're experiencing homelessness, get them back into a housing situation as soon as possible. Having a safe place that's warm to be able to quarantine and follow the advice from the experts on how to lessen the spread of COVID is of huge importance right now. We can't stress that enough. So these funds that the mayor is highlighting, we just do want to say that we've had these funds in place knowing the difficulties that are ahead related to COVID, households being affected by COVID. But then other money has been spent first by other agencies, and so we're so glad that these funds are still available currently right now. We want residents to know that these funds are available right now, and they can start accessing these funds. We're also glad too that we're going to have more funding coming online through the city's Funding Our Future program, as well as CARES Act money. So we'll have even more rent assistance programs and other housing stabilization services coming online even sooner. And so we're so glad to be able to have that. So we're good to be able to partner with amazing community partners like Utah Community Action, who will speak in just a moment, and other nonprofit providers in the community. So please know that you can call 211, you can call agencies directly, such as Utah Community Action, and they'll point you in the right place. So please don't let an eviction notice happen. Keep in communication with your landlord, because there are resources available, and we don't want to see anyone losing their housing during this time right now. Thank you, everyone.
My name is Sahil Oberoi. I'm the Director of Housing and case management at Utah Community Action. As the mayor mentioned, we do have funds that are available for Salt Lake City residents and those that are seeking emergency rental assistance. We can pay for back rent. We can assist for rent in the future. If you want to access our services, we are experiencing a very high call volume log, so we encourage you to apply online at utahca.org. And if you apply, please note that we want to make sure that your landlord has a business license, and we can process, if that is the case, we can process your application within a week. We are experiencing high volume of calls, as I had mentioned, and I want to reiterate that this funding is available for all individuals. Due to this pandemic, we're seeing individuals that have experienced or needed rent assistance for the very first time. We're seeing folks that were let go from the airline industries, from those that were affected that worked at banks, at software companies. So this funding is available for all those that are below the 60% AMI limit. If you call in or if you go to our website, we have more information on this. I strongly encourage you to go onto our website and apply, and we'll get back to you within a week. Thank you.
We'll be happy to take questions if you have any. Do you want us to step aside or stay here? Looks like we were really clear in our message. Okay. Yes. One of the most important parts is equity and access to these dollars, and Salt Lake City's been committed to that through this rental assistance, which absolutely has no barriers for anyone's documentation status at all. We want all residents to be able to access these dollars, and that's what this 1.1 million is there for. In addition to that, today we made an announcement about the Salt Laker card, which is a $500 cash card available specifically for those who were unable to receive the federal aid that came to so many Americans earlier this year. We know that we have at least 2,700 tax-paying Salt Lakers in Salt Lake City boundaries who were not able to qualify for that aid because of documentation status or other hardships. The Salt Laker card is for you, and we are distributing that through community organizations that already have relationships with many of these residents, but that is not a predeterminate. So if you feel like you could qualify for our assistance through the cash card or through the rental assistance, Salt Lake wants to help you. We appreciate you. We want you as our community, and we're here to help you. Anything else? Thanks, everyone. Stay warm.
Great job.